What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. AMC pumping today. Thank you to everybody that is coming in to hang out with us during the after hours. We're probably going to get TMI on a little bit later, but we got Rogue the Legacy in the house with us right now.
Yeah.
I hope everybody's feeling good after today. This was...
Bro, we ended green after hours and during the market hours.
Oh, yeah. Like,
we're green all around.
It was very green. We still got a half hour left in the aftermarket. We're probably going to chill around this 0.5, 0.85 in that range up in terms of percentages. But if you guys want to know something funny, I like recorded my video like right here today, like in this range. Right, I stopped recording like right here, and then boom, boom candles. I was like, oh boy.
Boom. Got the boom, boom candles.
How about everybody drop some rockets in the chat for the absolutely wildly green day that we had today?
Exactly.
What's up, Pushin'? You looking good with that wrench there, Pushin', buddy. Looks good on you.
There it is.
Is this live? Yeah, it's live. It just says restream. It's just what we use to stream. It's easier to get people in and out of the stream really quick if we want to have some guests. Oh, there are the rockets. There we go.
Rockets. Because I'm a rocket man.
Oh, what's up, Vegas?
Rocket man. Rocket man.
Oh, my. You guys are going nuts in the chat with the rockets. Oh, STV's protein shake. Thank you so much for that super chat, man. Shout out to everybody who sends in the super chats. Like, you guys don't have to do that. It means a lot. Everybody liking the videos, or if you just want to come in here and hang out, thank you. STV's protein shake says, wanted to be the first super chat, not spending advice. Love the channel. Hodl. Thank you, STV's protein shake. Oh my, these rockets are electric. Let's do this. There were some wild articles released recently about AMC too. I wanna call out Seeking Alpha because they're just a bunch of freaking idiots. It's hilarious how stupid they are.
Oh yeah.
This article came out yesterday, the 19th. So this is yesterday. And Seeking Alpha says, AMC, the hype is fading. Don't buy the dip. July 19th. Oh, okay. So they say don't buy the dip on like a day where we go down like 1%. Hey, Seeking Alpha. I think you got some explaining to do, guys. I think Seeking Alpha's got some splaining to do about that stupid article. Can the hedge funds cover little by little so the price does not skyrocket? Natalie, good question. If they were to try and cover all of those shares little by little, they could probably do it with the amount of shares that are like reported to be out on loan. But the amount of shares that everybody is speculating that are actually out there because of the naked shorts, the synthetics, and all of the shares that aren't accounted for in all of the data, it would take them so long to do that. And by then, the price would already be a lot higher. I never trusted them. They do make some good articles every now and then, like the Anatomy of a Short Attack article, but that was also 2014. But Seeking Alpha, if you're listening, you're a bunch of idiots.
Oh, we're calling people idiots?
I'm calling Seeking Alpha an idiot.
Hey, Motley Fool, that goes for you too.
Oh, yeah, Motley Fool. Don't think I don't see you too, you bunch of idiots. I'm afraid I will not know when the squeeze has started. I'm worried I'm going to miss out. Mary, I kind of have one word for that. And what you're going to see is parabolic. You're going to see, like, if this price move today just kept going, and then we'll see, like, volatility halts. We'll see, like, it'll be very obvious in the price action that we're squeezing. Like, today, we had a nice rally. It could have been the result of some small shorts covering, maybe.
Right.
So I actually saw a tweet that said it might have been the shorts that entered in at 50 that were trying to get the price down to in the 20s.
Yeah, I saw that tweet too.
Actually, yeah, but they couldn't get it there.
That's a good thought, I guess. Good speculative thought.
Yeah. George, thank you for becoming a member of the channel, man. So if you guys don't know, we do have a membership feature. It's literally just to get the updates on what me and TMI are doing with the behind the scenes stuff. So you guys will get the updates first. If you don't want to join it, don't do it. Eric, thank you for the super chat, man. Eric says Vic's calling out the pricks. Thanks for the super. What's going on, guys? Just want to warn y'all, I'm paper handing at 499,000. Hey, man, do what you got to do. My wife stays mad at me for steady watching YouTube. I told her I'm learning to get rich. Now we're cool. John, thank you. We fooled Motley. That's true. And they're just a bunch of idiots. Like, see, imagine if one of like a YouTuber or like anybody else, say like you had a financial advisor and they came to you and said, let's just say it's AMC, the day before it pumps 25%. And let's get out of this. This isn't a good stock anymore. The hype is falling. And then the next day it goes up 25%. You think though that analyst wouldn't be getting a call? Be like, hey, idiot, what are you doing?
Remember that one analyst? I can't remember the name because they're so unimportant, but I refer to them as Penny Guy. Remember him?
Yeah. Oh, Rich?
Oh, is that his name?
I listened to you on Twitter and I was like, holy cow, who is this kid? You were dropping F-bombs left and right. Well, on YouTube, I have to not say that or else they'll like ding me and I get hidden and then nobody sees my stuff. So on Twitter though, fair game.
Oh yeah, on the Twitter Spaces.
Go to the daily chart and count back 35 days.
We definitely had a great time, didn't we, on the Twitter Spaces?
Oh, we always have a good time on Twitter.
It was perfect too, right? When it was like the boom boom.
Days. It's probably this is what I'm guessing right here is what you're looking at. Yeah. So everybody is thinking that I've heard this circle around a couple of times that since we saw a 25 big green day before we had that like 100% gain day, that it's possible that tomorrow we see a giant green day. But what you have to remember is that the last time that we saw that first big start to the run up, we also had 200,000+ contracts expiring at that $40 strike within a couple of weeks. And we don't have that right now. Like when we take a look at the options, so the next one would be the monthly August 20th. Nothing crazy except for these 145s, but we would have to absolutely go insane, which is very possible.
But we also have to account for the 5 million shares that were borrowed today, because we don't know if those were used yet. My guess is I don't think they did use them all. So
no,
I was expecting
honestly
some pain tomorrow.
Once we saw those 5 million shares go, when we were starting to kick up to the right above 40, like right here, I was texting Rogan TMI. I was like, are they going to start hitting us with that 5 million and just start shorting to try to keep us below there? Because we all know that if we get back up above 40 or like in that $40 to $42 range, we could easily see the breakout that we saw, but they didn't use them. Let's see. For reals, thank you, STV, Rogue, TMI, and the mod. So much respect for everyone. Thank you, John. Yeah, and if you guys don't mind just dropping a like on the video, it just helps us out with the YouTube algorithm, gets more people in here so we can get prepared for tomorrow. We also have to go over that Goldman Sachs article that I was talking about earlier, because there's some stuff in it that we didn't get to go over, but this is just more information that tells us that the big institutions are liquidating their positions. And what they're basically doing is making retail the bag. They're trying to get retail to hold the bag, which screw them. We're smarter than that. But I'm fired up tonight. If you guys did not notice, I'm gonna find this article. Ooh, we're getting there. Getting there. Oh, we're close. Yeah, it's another Goldman Sachs thing. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, so Zero Hedge. This website's awesome. If you guys, they have a Twitter account too. Lots of good info and analysis that comes out from them. Goldman says don't buy this dip, and here's why. Heard that Virtue borrowed the shares to keep others from. It's not about AMC. It's just about the market.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Virtue borrowed the shares to keep others from using them. I heard that getting floated around. I highly doubt that they're doing that because they have to pay the borrow fee rate on them, and that's not cheap for 5 million shares. Anything is possible at this point, though.
Actually, I will say for the what was it? Interactive Brokers. You know what the percentage is for the fee right now, right?
What is it, like 1?
It's 1%.
That's insane.
So, honestly, you never know.
SCB, can you check out December 17th contracts for the $100 strike? And have you heard of the panic of 1870-37? Is that a bank run? It's probably a bank run. All right, so right here, so we know that Goldman Sachs was starting to basically liquidate 25% of all of their equity positions. Now, this falls in line with everything that we've been talking about on this channel, that most likely we're going to see that wave of delevering that Ray Dalio, one of the best performing fund managers of all time, has been talking about for like the last year. But here's what we're looking at. So this is Goldman Sachs high retail sentiment basket. So this chart is basically tracking retail sentiment in the market. This is June right here, mid to end of June. So we can see that retail sentiment is falling. So here's what retail does. They provide the bid on a lot of different stocks, mainly meme stocks now, which a lot of these guys own positions in because they know what the potential gain is for them. But here's this weird dynamic that is going to start to play out in my eyes. So Goldman Sachs was the first one to start to liquidate. Well, there's also Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Citigroup, Credit Suisse, BNY Mellon. There's so many of these different institutions that are going to need to delever at some point. Now, here's the issue. If all of them start to delever, which means they're selling their positions on the open market, what Goldman had, what these other institutions may not have, are bids that retail is supplying. So when retail sentiment is going down, they're buying less. So then the next option is institutions. But if you're an institution and you are trying to liquidate your position, you're not going to be buying. So the bids are going to start to go lower on everything. And that starts this tumble of all of our financial markets. Did Ken sell another mansion? He did. Did JP Morgan leave the DTCC? No, they closed one of their accounts.
Yeah. It was one of many. So,
what are the current number of AMC shares on loan of Authentic shares? We can pull up Vortex. And so the 10-year Treasury made a little bit of a bounce today, and we'll pull that up as well. Okay, so right now we've got utilization 87.26%, which utilization is the amount of shares that institutions are willing to lend versus the amount that are actually lent out. So here's the other thing. Over the past 2 days, we've seen the return shares spike. The first day, like yesterday, would have been Thursday's return shares, and today is Friday's return shares. And it wouldn't make a lot of sense that they would be covering, because one, when we look at the chart, let's just do 5 days. If they returned 15 million shares on Friday, we went down. So if that was shorts covering, and they supposedly covered and returned 15 million shares, it wouldn't make sense that we would see the price decrease like this. It just wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Some of them definitely were covered shorts, but it looks like
with the borrowed shares and everything, you remember back when, I don't remember the month, but it was one full month where there was like countless shares being returned, and it was like in the tens of millions, right? And we were still sitting in like, I want to say we were in like the $14 range, and they weren't covering anything. But yet it came up on here that they were returning all these shares. So that's just like one thing.
And you can look, let's see, it's the date on this. I need short interest right here. This is January. Nope. Wait, that's 2021. Yeah, this needs to be zoomed in a little bit more. FTDs, what do we got? Nope, still at the same. If the numbers are the numbers, why don't big funds or entities buy it up to rocket the price? They know they'll make the money. Well, BlackRock has. They have a boatload of shares. Vanguard has a boatload of shares as well.
Vanguard 37 million and BlackRock 27 million.
Yeah, so they have a boatload of shares, but they can't just go YOLOing on AMC. They're a giant institution that has like a risk department that, I mean, a lot of these other hedge funds, they might as well just not pay their risk department. They're useless.
Right.
Is it possible? Hold up. Let's see. Is it possible for hedge funds to cover the 90 million shares on loan without causing a margin call? The margin call would come before. In order for them to cover, most likely, they're not just going to give up their position, so they would have to be forced out of it. I took a Citadel today. It was massive. What a relief. Nice job, Sean. All right, let's get a 10-year treasury and do some... I'll show you. So there's a weird trend going on with the 10-year that I've noticed over the past couple of days or weeks.
Yeah.
So here's what it does.
Lower or higher?
It's just lower lows.
Lower lows.
So here's the 1-year chart. It's been coming down. 6-month coming down. Let's look at the... this is a good one. So we'll see it start to come down, and then it'll bounce. Come down, bounce. Down, bounce, down, bounce, down, bounce. So it's just in this descending channel. So people might have come out and said today, hey, maybe everything's fine. The 10-year is bouncing. Well, this morning when the market opened up, look what it did. It was here at 1.19 and destroyed itself down to 1.13. Now,
that was when?
This morning.
Oh my God.
And then it just ripped up today. Very weird action on the 10-year. So
that is very odd.
The key level, I think, to watch is going to be 1%. If we fall below 1%, then that's going to signal that something is going wrong. Yeah, and the reason why the 10-year treasury matters in this situation is because when you think about the flow of money, when the 10-year treasury, or when money flows into bonds, it bids up the prices of the bonds. So the actual prices of those bonds go up, but the yields go down. Now, when you think of the yield on the bond, higher yield, you got to think risk. Risky, really risky. When there's lower yield, you have to think it's safe. So you're going to pay more for a less risky investment. So you're getting more of a guaranteed return. Now, think about what we just said. It's the flow of money. So if we see the yield going down, it means a lot of people are piling more money into bonds. Now, where's the money coming from? Most likely, it's coming from more risky investments. What's more risky than bonds? Stocks, equities. So we're seeing this point in the market right now, and we've been seeing it for a couple of months where the 10-year was coming up. This was showing signs of economic recovery. And when it peaks like this and has this inflection, it's basically telling us that the economy has, or the markets have recovered to a level, like the highest level that they're going to go. No, it's going to be almost impossible for them to cover their shorts without moving the price. Because Lisa, think about how they cover the shorts. It's buying pressure. So they're just pumping in buying pressure. Now, Supermom. Let's see. We'll also check the threshold list tonight. I mean, after today, there was definitely some FTDs coming. If they cover all the 90 million shares, will it definitely cause a short squeeze? Well, in my opinion, there's more than 90 million out. What we're seeing is just the reported data. Yep. And we're only seeing 85% of the data that we're supposed to be seeing. Vix, talk about the Fed borrowing rate being at 0. We're on the greatest bull market ever. It makes no sense. So sleepy. So here's what you have to think about that rate being at 0. They keep the rate low to encourage money going, or like the flow of money. They encourage lending. They encourage all of this stuff. So it props up our economy. Now, the issue is that we can see it in the reverse repos, which I'll pull up right now. That they've overcooked it. Oh boy. Oh, here it is. So one, they've overcooked the market by pumping too much money in, and with the rate being so low, they've also created this like bubble. So we know that inflation right now is higher than expected. So this is talking about how the whole market is going to be affecting AMC. So we know basically everything's overcooked and the Fed's trying to backtrack. Inflation is now higher than expected. They can't let inflation get out of control because the prices of commodities, lumber, we've seen the lumber prices skyrocket. So the prices of things will start to increase and people's buying power will decrease with the same amount of dollars that they have. In order to control that, eventually they're going to have to raise the Fed funds rate. When they raise that rate, typically what happens is there's a short-term correction in stocks. So that's another way to cause more margin calls, more forced liquidations, and put more stress on the over-leveraged institutions and drain their liquidity. Yeah. Sean, it's all self-reporting. You're right. Also, if you guys don't mind just dropping a like on the video, it just helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you to all of you guys who have liked the video already, and thank you to everybody that is about to. Yeah, Eric. Sometimes people sometimes say a lot without realizing what they're saying. You say we're only seeing what they report. That being said, does that mean you're saying synthetics or FTDs or both? For the Ortex data, we're only seeing like what S&P Global is giving them, and they get their data from like report. Okay, let's look up short interest reporting. Or, I mean, I can just tell you, the standards are basically terrible. They don't really have to report their shorts. And then they also, the fines for underreporting or overreporting or mismarking your shorts, I've never seen one that's over $1 million. I spent like a week trying to find a fine that was over $1 million for misreporting your short interest to FINRA. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny slap on the wrist. Oh boy, we got antics. Sean Hunt says, I was your first like on this video. I'm your #1 fan. Don't tell Pam. Thank you, Sean. Oh, what's up, Trey Spider? Thank you to all you guys who are coming in and hanging out tonight. Appreciate all of you. Went to the liquor store right after work. See, I got to do that. What else were we going to bring up? We've got a lot. Shorts looking good today. I mean, the shorts. If we're talking about the shorts or the charts, charts were great. Shorts, not so much. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's see. What's up, Ape Family? Any update? The fine should be jail. What they should do with the fines is make them variable. So let's say that you make a certain amount of money on a short or any type of trade, or how much money you could have potentially made by misreporting what you're doing. The fine should be like 75% of what you made, or over 100% of what your potential gain was, because right now there's no incentive for any of these bad actors to follow the rules. Because think about it this way. This is a really good analogy that I heard in a Twitter space one time. Let's say that you have to get to work typically by 9:30 a.m., but you'll make a $1,000 bonus every single day if you can get to work by 9. But it takes you an hour to get to work, and you have to drop your kid off at like on the bus from your house at 8:30. So what do you do every day? You speed to work. When you speed to work, in order to go and get that $1,000 bonus every day, you get pulled over by a cop every single day. The cop gives you a $100 fine. The guy speeding to go get the $1,000 bonus is still making an extra $900, so he's happy. The cop is happy because they get the $100 ticket every single day, and it makes money for the town. So they don't have any incentive to follow these rules. Plus, we will start to see hedging for options if it continues to rise. That's my thoughts, though. I could be completely wrong. Fluffer, let's take a look at the option chain and see how many options they would have to cover. So where were we at today at the low? What was the low of today? I don't know, like 34-ish. Okay, so right here. So that's 400, 100, 500, 1.6. So it's like 1.7 million shares. Let's say the average delta is 0.7. So 1.6 times, that's like 13. So it's 1.3 million shares that they would have had to buy back in order to delta hedge. Just very roughly doing random stupid math. Yeah, that was David. Yeah, I think that was David versus Goliath's analogy. So that's 1.6 million shares that they could have had to delta hedge today. If we get up to 50 or anywhere in this $50 to $55 range and we really start to pump, then we might start to see more of an effect of all of these options, because one, the deltas on these are going to get higher and they'll shoot up on these too. So if you guys don't know what delta hedging is in order to be directionally neutral, let's say right here, I'll pick an easy, let's say, let's just do this 50. This is easy. And let's just say the delta is 50. It's easy. So the delta is positive. When you sell this option, you now have a negative delta position. So this is basically 1.2 million shares. So now if the delta is 0.5 and your delta is negative, so delta is essentially the rate, how much you would expect your options value to appreciate with a $1 move in the stock. So you need to hedge that directional risk. So what you would do is, say this delta is 0.5, you would buy 600,000 shares in order to offset this contract. So you can see how the positive feedback loop starts to get going, where they buy more shares, it puts more buying volume in the market, the stock rises, the deltas get higher, more contracts go in the money, and it's this vicious feedback loop of us going up in share price, which is why we saw what we did in the beginning of June. Rogue, they're saying you look tired.
No, I'm not tired. I was just, I mean, okay, I'm a little tired, but no, it's, I was on Twitter seeing if there's anything new, but there's not.
Who is Gary Gensler?
Who's Gary Gensler? He's the chairman of the SEC. All right, that's all the time we have.
Fluffer says Rogue has like 12 kids. Let him sleep.
12, bro.
I
would not be on this if I had 12 kids. I got 2.
Ooh, interesting. Hey, I got alerts set for you. Didn't get one when you went live, nor the normal one if you set the 30-minute alert. Just a heads up. Interesting. I don't know what the settings are on that one, but I'll have to change that. STV, are you concerned with all the shares borrowed today? Mike, I actually thought, so I said this a little bit before, but I actually thought when we were going to get close to 40, when we saw those 5 million shares get borrowed, I thought they were going to knock us down, and then they didn't. So then what I thought was then going to happen was, oh, they're going to short those shares in the after hours, and then they didn't. So they have 5 million shares that they can short. They're probably just saving it for, I don't want to say a rainy day, but a good entry point. Because if they see a 5 million block of shares that they can take and then they want to short, they'll just take them and then wait for it.
Right. And I don't think they saw that moment today. Honestly, I think they wanted people to get really excited today, and then they're going to short us tomorrow. You got to think there's probably like infiltration happening everywhere.
Ooh, so, Ernie says they might try to short at 4 a.m. pre-market open.
Actually, yeah, maybe.
I mean, that's just going to get bought. Like at this point, we could start to see a little bit of a FOMO rally. Like when we see a stock go up almost 25% in a day, that doesn't go unnoticed. Closed after hours, I've got 43.43.
Yep.
It's probably just different because of Webull.
43.43 over here. And
so how many will buy in tomorrow if they short?
Bro, the actual price that it ended at in the market was 43.09. I thought it was like exactly 43 when we were watching.
And then it adjusted. We've seen that a couple of times.
I know, but it's normally like the other way that it's adjusted. This is like a 9-cent increase. I'm happy.
See, I've been seeing this theory a lot that the long hedgies are swooping in and they claim they're taking them with the low interest to keep them from shorting. The issue is it's possible. I mean, anything is possible at this point, but the issue is that they're going to be burning liquidity that they may not even have anyway to
and I can
mess
piggyback
with another group of institutions that are shorting.
It's like back in a couple months ago, it was actually May. In May, I came to the conclusion that BlackRock was probably lending out the shares, and that's why the borrow fee percent was so astronomical high, because they were lending out these shares at these crazy borrow fee percents and forcing these other institutions to buy at that price and to have that borrow fee percent. So that way, when they actually have to return those shares, or not buy, but when they lend out those shares, when they have to buy them back, or when they have to return the shares, they have to return the shares as well as that borrow fee percent. But I'm pretty sure the borrow fee percent, right? Isn't the borrow fee percent like an annual thing?
Yeah, it should be annual. Let's see what it is right now on Ortex.
Regardless, it's still money that they have to come up with.
0.35. That's really low, and the max is 6.22. How high did we see it go last week?
It got up to like last week. I don't remember.
It was like over 100, I think, for the max cost to borrow. That was pretty
highest that this thing has ever it's been for the borrow fee percent was like, I think it got up to like 190%.
Yeah, we were joking around in the Twitter Spaces and in some group chats that when we saw this massive rip up, it was like somebody hit the wrong button and accidentally sent all of those orders actually to the exchange and then not the TARP pool.
But like, so my whole point is other people are coming up with these other theories and thinking that, okay, no, Vanguard or BlackRock, they could be lending out their shares right now. The borrow fee percent for them right now, lenders lending out shares, is like 1% at Interactive Brokers. So they're not going to be doing that. They're losing money on that play rather than what they were doing before, which was lending at these astronomical prices.
Right.
So,
quick question: if there are supposedly, possibly billions of synthetic shares still in play, no one seems to talk about it anymore. Yeah, I mean, we do talk about it. The issue is that we can't it's so hard to prove. What we can, so the way that we can kind of prove that there's naked shorts or synthetic shares out there is all the FTDs that we're seeing. So typically failure to delivers can happen in small amounts normally under completely legal circumstances, they can mismark stuff by accident. It's like analytical errors. But when you see failure to delivers so high, like it suggests that there's naked shorting, synthetic shares. So that's the one way we can kind of prove that there's naked shorts out there, because all naked and synthetic shorts end up being FTDs, but not all FTDs result from naked or synthetic shorts. It could be you can't find the shares to deliver on people who are exercising their options contracts. It could be one of those like errors that we were talking about before. Let's see. Yeah, pushing. That wrench looks good on you, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any retailers lending nor long institutions, so that doesn't leave many shares if you do the math off the account. Ernie, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Thank you to all you guys that send in those super chats. It really means a lot to us, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. Ernie says, if BlackRock, I'm guessing that's what you're saying, allowed to borrow early, it would cover their initial investment. So now they're sitting on AMC shares that cost them zero, now all profit.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's possible. BlackRock is on our side right now, but I know we're doing a lot of quotations tonight.
Yeah, these are speculative things, because there's no way of us actually knowing unless we can actually have documentation that provides proof. So all of this is speculative, but it's pretty good at speculation.
So what they could be doing is loaning out their shares and collecting the interest in the times that the borrow fee rates are so high, but they also still own them. So yeah, they know that they might, the amount of shares that they loan out could hurt them in the short run, but they're collecting the money and they still own the shares. And you know what happens if you're a lender? You can call up the people you loan their shares to at any time and be like, I need them back right now. Now, they could have an agreement where it's like, I'm not going to do that until this day. But typically, when you're lending those shares, if you need them back, you can get them back. Yeah, Ernie, also, thank you so much for that super chat, man.
Was that Ernie DeBarber?
Yeah.
Is that who that was?
Yeah, it is. Honestly, I think they're going to let this run a little longer and try to create a huge sell-off Friday. Steve-O, they could. The issue is that typically we see those sell-offs on Fridays because of the options that they're trying to not let expire in the money, so they don't have to keep delta hedging and buying more shares and actually deliver those shares. And this week, there's nothing really crazy like we pulled up. Like 11,000 or 12,000 at 50 is pretty big, but like it's nothing insane.
Right.
And then the next 50. Big ones are like 60, 70, 75. So we would need to really rip, which after today, very possible.
Let's see it.
Also, there's a lot of people in here tonight. Thank you guys for coming in and hanging out.
I'm probably waking up at like 4 a.m. to check the markets.
You are?
Yep.
Because of all the kids?
See. Oh, no, because I really want to see what happens.
If they start to short?
I want to see if they short or if it starts to rip or whatever. I want to watch it. Obviously, I could wake up later and then just look at it, look at what happened before.
I wonder if any shareholders could contact FINRA or the New York Stock Exchange and ask who borrowed. It's supposed to be free and fair market. Don, so a lot of people were saying today that Virtue took those 5 million shares, and it looks like you can see it on a Bloomberg terminal.
Yes.
So we need to find some people. Oh, what's up, Kringle?
Yeah, we need whoever to find has access to a
Bloomberg terminal to so we can see if that data is like
concrete.
Yes, because I was looking at it today and I was like, I can't see anywhere on this screenshot if this says that these are shares being loaned out. Because I was going to bring it up in a video, but
putting two and two together, it makes a lot of sense because it says 5.1 million basically, and then 5.1 million was by Virtue, and then 5.1 million like basically got taken out or got borrowed from Interactive Brokers. So
right,
we'll see.
If AMC issues a dividend, Could it put an end to this naked shorting, FTDs, and foolishness? Yes, but they can't. When they're in debt, they can't really issue a dividend.
Yep.
Meet Kevin has Bloomberg. I mean, I don't know him, so
let me get in touch with Meet Kevin real quick, guys.
Virtue are good guys. Not necessarily. So let's take a look at something real quick. This is going to kind of have to tie in with Citadel Connect, Virtue,
show them
and what's going on behind the scenes. There's also, let me see if I can pull up a old article. It looks like Virtue and Citadel are like competing over high frequency trading. Like they're competitors in that. Now, where would they execute these high frequency trades? I don't know, typically on the market, but hold on, I got to pull it up. But they're all competitors.
You should pull up the one where
let's do
where Citadel was actually above it first, or where they were like the top dog, and then I think that it was probably this month that Virtue took the spot.
Let's see. Okay, so April, this was the OTC transparency data right here. So when we look at this, Citadel number one. So this is most likely the volume that occurred in Citadel Connect. So there were 880,000 trades in AMC on Citadel Connect in April. So this is reporting in May, but it's for the month of April. Citadel's listed number one, Virtue number two.
Yeah.
Citadel has been listed number one on this list for volume in this weird dark pool that's not a dark pool for like the entire time that the OTC transparency data has been available. Now, when we go to the most recent May, Virtue jumped up.
Boom.
So Virtue is now siphoning a little bit of this volume away from Citadel. Interesting. So if they're competitors, Citadel's now number one.
They are competitors. That is a fact.
Now let's just put our like tinfoil hat on really quick. Let's feed into that theory that they're taking those shares and holding them, the loan shares, and not shorting them.
Yeah.
Now, if Citadel is actually the one with the giant short positions on AMC, because we don't necessarily know because they don't have to report their short interest, they're directly screwing Citadel.
Correct. Honestly, yeah, that could be the case. So now that you brought it up that way, because they are competitors,
and
they're always trying to like obviously one up each other.
Ken Griffin can squeeze on these. You guys are wild. I wonder if the SEC wakes up early to see the market manipulation by the hedge funds. They're getting paid taxpayers' money to protect investors. Do your job and stop the corruption on Wall Street. I agree. The issue with the SEC is that, one, they have this super high conviction rate when they try or bring a case on anybody. So it's a lot of BS politics. They're not going to take a case that they don't know that they can 100% win. And since that's kind of the case, it's going to take them so much time for them to really iron out a concrete bulletproof case to bring against anybody that's doing anything shady in the market. And it would be really easy for them to just issue a fine and get on with it. It would almost cost more money for them to really research the case. Mike V, thank you so much for that big super chat, man. I really, really appreciate it. Mike V with the big super chat says, thanks. Thank you, Mike V.
What a guy.
Just watch Billions. It's literally how the SEC works. James, I'm rewatching it right now. It's like they're both sides are terrible. Sorry, I joined late. You guys see Jackson's video today is an interesting theory about regulation change in multiple books. Yeah, we've all looked into the 2-book system. We've heard from people that it's real. The thing is about the 2-book system is that we have no proof whatsoever that it's trading at a different price in that subset of a system.
Right. It's just word of mouth.
Yeah,
at this moment.
We don't know. Is anything possible? Yeah. But right now, with the evidence that we have, it would suggest that that's not like the price. It would suggest that the price is not different like that. Thoughts on the parabolic arc pattern? I mean, the parabolic arc pattern that everybody was talking about yesterday was suggesting a big bounce up today. And what did we see? Or over the next couple of trading days after this parabolic down, then what did we see? Big bounce up. So yeah, I think it does hold some weight. But again, we don't necessarily know what the direct cause of this price movement up is. What's up, Jorge? Let's see. You all probably covered this, but CEO Adam bought 2 of the 10 top of the top theaters based in LA. Imagine the revenue from MCU phase 3 through 4. Yeah, so that's a really interesting point. So if you guys watched my video from earlier today, there was an article put out about a new free cash flow model for AMC. So it's basically figuring out how much like working capital that they have, and there's a discount rate that you use in order to figure out what may be the fair fundamental value for the company. Now, they use 2 different discount rates for that. So higher discount rate would mean that the actual value of the company would be lower, which would mean the share price is lower. In AMC's last quarter, what I saw was that this discount rate was 2.5. So we know that AMC is getting better fundamentally as a company. If the discount rate that they used was 1.5, it would give AMC, with the numbers that they're projecting, a fundamental value of 48. But if it's 1%, it would give it a fundamental value of like 73. So we'll see what happens. And remember what everybody's theory originally was for investing into AMC. We were like, oh, this definitely has a really high potential of having one of the biggest short squeezes of all time. But if on the really slim off chance that we're wrong about all of this, the fundamental value of the company is still much higher than what we're trading at. So there's nothing to lose. Not financial advice. I actually have a not financial advice t-shirt now that I'm going to be wearing around everywhere.
That's dope, man.
Where is Kenny? I want to know. Racing to the Caymans. I mean, it looks like he sold his new. Ooh.
Here, check out what Kringle said.
The price is not like that. Just what the value should be based on different nominal value between party A and B under ADF. That was years ago, and ADF is being discontinued for Universal TRF. Interesting. Kringle, I can send you a link and we can go over that right now if you have a chance. Because I know
great.
You were the person that really confirmed that for me that the system is real. But from what I've seen and what I've learned, I haven't seen a lot of evidence that the price is actually different because, one, I just haven't seen it. Like, I feel like that's kind of something we need to keep a lookout for. It's like if we don't see it for ourselves, which I know some people in this community have access to more information than others, but I personally don't have that type of access.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying the squeeze is not going to happen at all. Do you see the next Netflix chart, dump and restabilize? Yeah, that's also something very interesting. The whole thing about streaming is like going to take over, and then Netflix downloads like really dropped. How are those 1 cent price targets, shorts? Those must be going real good for you. You sold the condo here in Miami. Yeah, that's what I meant, the penthouse. What's up, Ben? How you doing? Message Rogue on group chat. Nice. All right. Yeah, let's see if we can get Kringle in here to maybe explain some stuff about the ADF and TRF. People think about this. People are buying and holding. Institutions are still holding. Best info we have. The liquidity is drying up. I want to say more, but I'm running out of space. Not financial advice. Yeah, especially when the market starts to teeter like this. When we see AMC start to rip and we start to see the market like teeter, we know that there's like a higher chance of margin calls going out broad market, which drains liquidity. And if you already have a lot of over leveraged positions, not so good for you.
I do not see this message.
What percentage of shares do we own now? I mean, last we know, it's above 80.
Yeah, it's more than
Paul, thank you so
80%.
much for that. What's up,
More,
Rogue?
more than 80%. You were right.
Yeah, more than 80% of the actual like amount of shares that are supposed to be out there.
Mhm.
Paul Kaplan, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Rogue, Boom Boom Candle, TMI, Cool, Common Collected, and Matt Kors, I like turtles. Vix, what's your signature phrase? Oh, I've got a good one for you. What's going on, guys? Can they short during pre-market? Yeah. Yeah, that's like one of the best times for them to short if they want to. Oh, we have a really special guest. Everybody is going to need to be quiet and listen because we're about to get some knowledge.
Put your paws together.
Hey, Kringle, how you doing, man?
Pretty good.
What's up, broski? It's been a while.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, it's been a long while. Yeah.
You've been teaching classes and stuff, I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was really busy to build my own community, and it's been going well so far.
That's awesome, man. I'm proud.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
So, for the thing about Virtue, I haven't verified about the 5 million shares that they apparently borrowed today. So I haven't checked the Bloomberg terminal, but perhaps tomorrow I'll check out if it's actually really true. But it is, if you see the OTC trades on FINRA, then it actually makes sense because they have a really, really huge jump. So I'm talking about Virtue versus Citadel. So they are actually competitors.
Mhm.
More in the likes of situational allies, but I'm guessing that they're figuring out on how to, short first to make sure that they soften the blow from the squeeze. All right, for the TRF, right, or ADF. So the ADF system was designed a really long time ago. So we're calling it the alternative display facility,
Mhm.
which was kind of a private club, sort of, for one of the biggest institutions out there to report their trades, right? So we're talking about the big boys. Right now, the current members since 2017 are Jane Street and JP Morgan.
Mhm.
And they have been using the ADF systems, but now the data is somewhat outdated on FINRA. Not on how it's being reported to the public stock exchange. It's just that there's a mislabel. So people they have used like a Bloomberg terminal. They see that the ADF has one of the highest volumes out there of all exchanges on AMC, right? But that actually comes from the systems of the TRF. So because the ADF is currently changing towards the TRF system, so trade reporting facility,
Mhm.
right? So in order to verify that, you can check out the FINRA databases. You can see that the ADF database are actually wiped clean, and there's only TRF data coming in on FINRA. So the ADF is being somewhat discontinued, and everyone is pretty much on NASDAQ TRF, right?
Okay.
So the idea of the second books, right? So it's actually true, but that doesn't mean that the price is different, because under
Best
the
bid and offer, is that?
no, the ADF system is, they are parties, right? They change. They, let's say there's a rule under the ADF. So let's say, for example, let's say a party wishes to buy a share at $5, right? And to party B, but
Mhm.
the actual share price. Well, let's say that the actual share price is $5 for a set company, right? But the rule under the ADF is that the party A has to pay out a different nominal value for share price from party B. So instead of $5, perhaps you're gonna pay for $5.01 or 2 cents, and that nominal value gets aggregated and accumulated under that ADF system, which is the nominal value. So that value keeps increasing, but of course they would have to report these numbers, but it is unknown from me if these numbers are actually reported on time. So the ADF system is more like an antiquity from the old ages. So when we're talking about the 80s and 90s and so on and so forth. So that's old school. So now we're switching to a TRF, which is based on public trade reporting, which also has some problems, but it's actually the newest generation of dark pools under FINRA. But the actual problem is some of the shares remain to be marked or unmarked. So unmarked shares are IOUs, and marked shares are actually the real shares. So there's that. And of course, IOUs, these shares could be legal or not, depending on the circumstances. Like regulation show, they can naked short a stock legally, and they can borrow later. That's the function of the business model of market makers.
Right.
So some synthetics or shares could be legal in certain circumstances, but for the time being is that the second book system, yes, is actually real, and the price is trading at the same price, but the nominal value could be at a different price. But the problem is ADF system is being discontinued. That's gone. The database is wiped out, right?
And that's why we can't see the data, right? Because it's getting wiped out.
Exactly, because everything is switched to TRF, and TRF is essentially public now.
Yep.
So for the second book system, just forget about it. I mean, we're all on TRF, and everything is reported on FINRA. But of course, we have this problem of unreported data. For the time being, I don't have any kind of information as how they could delay the orders on how the data is being unreported, because according to the New York Stock Exchange, that roughly 60% of the data offsite are unreported. So there's this problem. But for the time being, just rest this idea. We cannot prove anything. The nominal value is gone. There's no proof. The second book system is actually real, but it's part of the ADF system. That's gone. We're just using TRF, and everything, well, theoretically should be reported under TRF. So there's that.
Right. Awesome. Thank you, Kringle.
And most of that information comes from Dave Lauer, which I came to contact from him through an intermediary Twitter that I had access. So thanks to him, through Dave Lauer, considering that he has the most insightful information out there, then he was able to explain to me on how that system, that TRF and ADF system actually works.
Yeah, I'd love to try to get him on.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Ernie, thank you so much for the super chats, man. Charlie Gary has been calling this ADF or ADF. Sorry, I blanked. Thing for a while. Now he's focusing on Citadel Connect. Yeah, we've been over Citadel Connect a lot on this channel. Ben Levine, thank you so much, man. I know it's not verified, but why would Virtue, a market maker, borrow a share of stock unless it was for hedging a put position? They're supposed to be net neutral, right? Ooh. They would only do that if they sold the puts.
Right.
So if they're buying the puts, they would buy shares in order to cover those, because puts have a negative delta. But if they're shorting, if they're like selling puts, then yeah, they would have to short. And then Ernie had another one somewhere. The problem is when I switch books, it's easy to fudge the numbers since the real data is getting wiped out from ADF. Potentially, but I just don't see. Like, I had my weird tinfoil dark pool theory about what could have potentially been going on, but the crux of that entire theory is that the price of the other, like in a hidden exchange, is like way higher, but we can't prove it. Like, there's no numbers that have come out that said, yeah, that's true.
Right.
For the time being, is that any trades that market makers are doing are printed into the TRF system, and the retail payment for order flows orders are all reported as dark pools or off exchange trading volume. So that's my intake.
Kringle.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Bloomberg? So it's not a Bloomberg. It's not showing the entire screen, but it shows it's pretty much a screenshot that someone took. Have you seen that? The one
for the
Virtue.
Virtue loan shares. Like, is it
Yeah.
possible on Bloomberg to see like shares getting loaned out and who they're going to?
Or just that they're getting borrowed?
I believe there's an access in order to know which party is borrowing, but I'm not sure if it's on Bloomberg terminal, so don't quote me on that.
Yeah, in like a month, like 6 weeks, I'll have access to Bloomberg terminals again. So if you guys want any Bloomberg terminal info, I'll run over.
Well, I know who I'm going to.
Hugo Reborn, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Shout out to my guy Kringle. Yeah, Kringle's the best.
Oh yeah.
Jesse says, guys, shares can be borrowed to resolve FTDs too. That could be a big part of the puzzle. Reg show rules allow FTDs to be covered with borrowed shares. What?
I mean, what's your take on that?
It would
I'm
literally
confused.
be like, if there's a fire, you're putting out the fire with a different fire.
It's actually a bit stupid, but considering that the business model of market makers, so let's say that they are shorting to retail because with
Right.
AMC we control all of the supply, right? So
Mhm.
so technically, theoretically, there shouldn't be any real shares left. But the
Right.
problem is the market makers, they don't have any inner supply left, and also if the utilization rate is below 100%, so they could technically borrow from someone, right? So, and it's getting more difficult to borrow as well. So and of course they don't have, considering that we control all the supply, they don't have a choice to make it short. So
Right.
they're gonna issue the IOU first, which is legal.
Mm-hmm.
But then, in order to compensate for that loss, they would have to borrow that share from someone else to compensate.
Right.
So there's this. So they're gonna use that borrow share either to,
Short.
to
Or-
cover, or well, they could cover or not cover. So
Right.
they're just borrowing, but either they could short, but if that works.
Right.
Cool.
So basically, with the borrowed share, they can short, they can cover, or they can. Well, they can't try to cover like an FTD. It's pretty much what.
Yeah. So they're
So there's.
so no. The thing is, the market makers are responsible to drive up or drive down a market, right? That's their sole responsibility. That's their role as a market maker. So they don't have a choice to make it short because they don't have any supply left.
Right.
Okay.
There it is.
Ronald
Oh,
says
they could do multiple things.
right. Ronald says, sorry, Jen's actually sitting on the runway ground stop heading to Orlando. Oh, have fun. Oh, that's your home. That's pretty cool. What is the TLDR version of what we're talking about? Keep up the great work. We're just kind of going over a little bit of everything tonight.
Yeah.
And then
I don't think there is a too long to read.
Jesse, thank you guys for the super chats, by the way. You guys don't have to send those in. It really means a lot that you guys would like spend your money on us. So I can send you the link to your DM. Absolutely. I'd love to see that. And then Ben says FTDs are created by prime brokers, not market makers, right? This goes into my question because I think I asked this to Rogue and TMI today because we are all under the impression that FTDs are like created when a short can't like find the shares to return them. But what I was thinking was, and I actually thought this was a really dumb question, that I think it can also, or this is the way it happens on the other side. So the market or the prime broker gets like a request to locate a certain amount of shares for whoever wants to short them. So they need to lend the shares out. So they think that they can get a certain amount of shares by a certain date. So they enter into that agreement with let's just say it's a hedge fund that says, yeah, you can short this block of shares. So then they give them like that IOU and they short it. But then the prime broker actually can never get that block of shares. So they can't meet the locate requirement. So then it becomes that fail to deliver and a naked short.
So
you see what I'm saying, Kringle?
Yeah, so it's easier to see it this way. The FTD is an asset to the prime broker, and a shorted share is somehow a liability for whoever is shorting the stock. So just consider it as like a bartender, right? You want to get a beer, right? And the tab is an asset to the bartender because,
Mhm.
and of course, the receipt and the beer is your liability. That's all there is.
Gotcha. That makes
Okay.
lots of sense. And then if I can't pay at the end of the night,
Yep.
FTD.
Yep. Exactly.
Well, there you go. I like it.
Looks like oh god, you guys are getting nuts in the chat again. It's not even power half hour. Kringle, have you been watching the stream for when we get into a power half hour when we just go wild?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I was drinking at that moment. I was like, oh, I don't give a shit anymore. Is it gonna take off?
The run up today could be when they borrow those shares. If they use those to hedge for calls, it would run up. They would buy the shares. They would need to buy them because they need a positive delta position.
Do you guys want a real time like update from you to break this FUD real quick?
Which FUD?
I'm just gonna say it out loud.
Like
That's all
preface
right.
it and say it's FUD.
Oh, I'm saying it's FUD unless proven fact.
Yeah.
That's.
Oh,
But basically, it says a former coworker has access to Citadel Connect. Tonight, he saw the actual AMC price. He said its true value is $12,650 per share as of now. Sounding like this is going to be the week they let the MOS run its course, he strongly encouraged me to invest heavily immediately. Well, that's what the hell. But yeah, what's your take on that? You want to destroy that real quick? First,
I would
my
say that if I
opinion,
don't see it with my own eyes, then it's not real.
it's all hearsay unless it's documented or it comes from a reputable source.
Yeah. Like if Kringle came to me and said, hey, look, I saw this today, like with my own eyes, and thus like I had access to this and I saw it, I'd be like, okay, I believe you, but I would also still be kind of hesitant. Like even though it's Kringle, it's just so hard to trust those things.
Right. You want to see it with your own eyes.
Yeah.
Kind of like have to. Seeing is believing. In that sense.
Oh, Jesse, thank you so much for that big super chat. Short the VIX. I sent the DD to your Twitter DM with the SEC rules link. It's in Rule 204. I've read that before.
Oh, Rule 204?
I included a screenshot. Borrowing to resolve an FTD is basically just borrowing the stock after the fact in the case of a naked short. Oh. So then they end up locating it. Jesse, that makes a lot of sense. So if they have that naked short and they never met the locate requirements originally, and then they finally locate them and then just allocate it, I guess, to that short position, that would cancel out the FTD because then technically it's not a naked short anymore.
Well, there you go.
Mike V, thanks for becoming a member, man. Vix, why such a low percentage fee for so many borrowed shares? That has to do with supply and demand. So once we see the utilization really crank up, there's going to be a lower amount of shares that can actually be loaned out. So it's like a bidding process. If there's a lower supply of something and you're charging a rate for access to that, then the rate to get access to it is going to increase because there's less of it. There's scarcity involved. I am not on subscribers only, Hella Bliss. Are there a lot of shills in here? I think I can. I think I can change that. All right, we just switched it to subscribers only. Awesome. The bots have been bad. Yeah, it's when we see AMC rip or when we see it drop big, we're gonna see the shills and the bots come out full force. Oh my god. Oh, I see it. The 300 bots are coming for me now. I love it. That's hilarious. Hold up. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. My bad, guys. Go look at the Weeble chat in the morning. I'd rather not have my brain explode. You guys still there?
Yeah. I'm still here.
All right, cool.
Someone left us a what is that? A tweet. They
We
mentioned
got
us.
tweeted.
Got tweeted.
Yeah, no. Can you send it to me? I can't see it.
Man. Yeah, I got you.
Cool. How's the RSI looking? I mean,
I guess somebody watched one of your videos and they have a response to it. Or they
Like good or
might have
bad?
I don't know. They might have found something more after watching said video.
You sent it to me?
Yeah. And I think there's a link to said source.
Oh, no, it's not me.
Hmm?
Look at the original tweet. All right, 300 is an insult. Yeah, TMI's been talking about these 300 bots for a while. It's just people coming in here and being like, oh, AMC to 300. It's like, obviously, if you're setting a price target, like, and telling people about it, you most likely do not really know what is going on. Like, nobody knows how high this could go. 1 billion, million, trillion. It's a lot. Can you talk about the 5 million shares Hedges borrowed today? Where's that data? We've been talking about it for a while. But the
Bloomberg.
one thing that I thought was very strange was that after they borrowed those shares and we saw the stock start to climb up near 40, I like texted TMI and Rogue and I was like, I think they're going to hit us at 40. I was like, they probably don't want us getting above here. So right as we hit 40, they're just going to knock it down, and just drain that 5 million a little bit at a time.
I
But
mean,
we didn't see it.
unless you think here, go over to the middle of the day, like a little further back, right there,
Right here.
right there, right that mark where it dropped. Unless right there, pretty much was like when I found like I came across that
Yeah, that's a
for Virtue.
514 or 546,000 volume on that candle.
What about all of the candles combined though? Right there.
The
On that.
total. Oh, this one. I mean, this is 142, 137, 158, 2. Oh, okay. That's a lot of volume. That's not 5 million though, but they probably
it's
wouldn't
not 5
just
million.
blast it out into the market all at once.
Mhm. So, like I said, we got to be prepared for tomorrow. We go to battle tomorrow. Are you ready to go to battle, kitten?
Yeah.
Pringle, it's you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
always. I'll be just holding and chilling.
Yeah. You're not phased by this.
Yeah,
No,
Bods, if we
not
see
at
any
all.
price targets, time them out, and then I'll see if I can just ban them. See, I don't know. I think I can hit remove. I don't know, but we'll
I
see.
don't know how far they're going to be able to actually hit it down, though. I'm kind of curious now. I
Where
don't
can I
think it's
find
gonna be that
Kringle's
far.
videos? Kringle, where can they find you on with the school?
Oh, it's on Discord. They can check me out on Twitter. It's on the pinned tweet.
All right, you heard it, folks.
All right,
Pin
guys.
tweet, Kringle
Here we
Kitten.
go.
He's going to pull it up for you.
Oh, I beat you to it, buddy. Boom. There's Kringle's
Please.
Twitter right there. If you guys want
There
to
it
learn
is.
more, get more financially literate and learn about the markets, definitely go join that Discord. Kringle, are those lectures recorded so you can watch them at any time?
Some are recorded, yes, depending
Okay.
on the request of the community. Yeah.
Hey, how come you haven't created a YouTube channel yet? To put everything on.
Compliance.
Too lazy. I'm too lazy.
What would compliance say about that? They probably wouldn't be too happy.
Yeah.
Can tomorrow
Right
be-
now, there's a no to market class being given by teachers. So just
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So
You're saying
they're
you're not the only teacher?
not the only one. We have many teachers.
No, I'm gonna hop in there and learn.
So they're talking about dealership tactics. Some kind of car companies that the car dealerships kind of entice you into to buy a car and give you in some terms of financing or leasing. So depending on their tactics, they're going to use to lure you as a customer. So that's what they're teaching.
So you're telling me you have car dealers in the Discord?
Yeah, car dealership workers. We have people dealing with real estate, insurance. We have institutional investor. We have bankers, so
Bro,
on
you
and so
you have
forth.
Wes in there? Is that one of them? Is that one of them?
That would be cool.
Oh,
Hey, you'll have a college kid who has a YouTube channel come in and listen too.
Oh, I see TMI on the chat.
Yeah, TMI's in here. What's up, buddy? I sent him the link. He's probably busy though. He'll pop on eventually if he can though.
eventually.
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 Let's see. Wake up at 4 a.m. Central Time, Monday to Friday. Watch the price action, and tomorrow will be epic. I think tomorrow will be pretty epic.
Ben Levine has a comment for
Oh
somebody.
God. Oh God. Are they gonna try to get me again?
No, it's
Oh,
not for you. It's
Thank you. It's to
funny.
Kringle. Ben Levine, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Kringle Kitten, I've been trying to reach you about your vehicle's warranty expiring.
Oh my god.
Ben, that was funny, man.
Oh god, that's great. Oh, it's insane.
Oh, what are we gonna do about all of these naked sharts?
Yep.
Did you say naked sharts?
Okay, like 2 nights ago,
Say what?
I was like kind of really tired when I was streaming and I was talking and I just said naked sharts by accident instead of shorts. And then they tried to get it trending on Twitter.
No,
That I
and
said
there's
that.
actually there's a Twitter account now that's called Shart the Vix. And it has a picture of
It has a picture of me.
STV on it. And he comes in, he or she comes in randomly and comments on people's stuff.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Why are you not the only one? I did say like not shark, but sharks.
Oh.
Facts.
Oh, and then people were calling it like the charts.
Mm.
They were like, "Oh, can you pull up the?" It was just it happened in the beginning too, and then it just went for the entire stream. Why is Chipotle worth $1,500 a share? Because Chipotle is the best food of all time.
What?
That's why.
Dude, take that back.
No,
Yes.
I eat Chipotle at least 3 or 4 times a week.
I don't even think I've had Chipotle once. Maybe
And
maybe
you've
I've had
also
it
never-
once.
You've also never had apple orange juice, so oh my
Listen,
god,
I will
Cushion is
have
coming
apple
in
orange
clutch
juice.
tonight. Thank you, buddy.
I'll be able to get apple orange juice in probably like a couple of weeks. All right.
Okay, we can try it.
Maybe a week. Maybe a week.
Chick-fil-A is good.
Chipotle rocketed up after hours. Oh jeez.
Yeah, because they got slow squeeze like Tesla and their base is holding. Yeah, I mean, we could also see this play out for a long period of time. Like I've said a couple of times that we just witnessed like a January part 2. So like we see this rip up come down at like a slightly high, like a substantially higher level. So we were trading at this like $1 to $3 range. We rip up into the 20s and we come back down to like 6 to 10. Now we chug along for a while, shoot up to 72, consolidate, come down, and now we're just trying to find a new level that we might chill at for a little bit. But each time it drains the liquidity of all of the shorts for the margin calls. Oh my.
Bro, you see that?
What?
Get him
the
out of
show?
here. Get him.
Who
Who's
is
it
that?
at?
Did Pushing get him? Oh, Hella Bliss, thank you. I think Moe's is better than Chipotle. Respectfully, you're incorrect.
Bro, hey, you know what's really funny? This picture that you got running around here saying weird stuff on YouTube, I've seen that picture before on other on other YouTube channels when people take a screenshot and it's like a shill in the chat.
Yeah, it's like, hi, Hedgies. That's cool. Oh, also, the funny thing is that like sometimes when I tell people what I'm doing for the summer and then like kind of like what this is all about, the two responses that I get all of the time are, one, oh my God, you should try to go like work for CNBC Business and be like a Jim Cramer. And then two, wow, you should go try to work for like a hedge fund. And I'm like, I think you're missing the point. But like the hedge funds, there's good and bad. People choose to follow the rules or they choose not to follow the rules.
Right.
Let's see. No. Okay. We are honestly, I'm so head over heels in love with Chipotle that if we start seeing Chipotle hate, I might have to time you out.
Oh my
The
Lanta.
Hedgies here, STV loves Chipotle and dump the stock tomorrow. I love Chipotle. What do you order from Chipotle? Bowl with brown rice, pinto beans, double chicken, peppers and onions, corn, medium or mild salsa, and guac. Damn, I saw that one too. Oh wait. See, it's really hard because I'll see somebody say 300 and then I almost go to ban them and then they come back. The shills are getting nuts, guys. Oh boy. Yeah, there's no whisper price. Like anybody, like, also, I want to put this out there for you guys. The LinkedIn posts. The people that are the individuals that you guys see posting on LinkedIn that says like CFA or CPA, you're literally giving them like what they're saying and you're assuming that it's fact based upon a test that they most likely took 15 years ago. So I could go on LinkedIn. Like I said this last time, I almost tried to get my SIE, which is the prerequisite to the Series 7, and then my Series 7, my my freshman sophomore year of college. But it's really weird to do. You need like a sponsor. I didn't do it, so I'm not registered, which is good. But if I just came out on LinkedIn and said, oh, I have a Series 7, I'm like a registered financial advisor, and I started saying that identical message, are you guys going to look at me and be like, oh, yeah, that's a fact? With like, oh, there's whispers of this price happening. No, you look at me and be like, what is this kid talking about?
Right. And, you know, they have to back it up with facts. They can't just come out with like a whole paper on just, and it just states words and it doesn't actually like show sources why it's right. Everyone's just taking it they're taking it at face value and they're saying, oh, that's correct, when you need to look beneath the surface.
Only if you hold that water jug. Yeah, it's like you want to make statements like that on LinkedIn? Okay, prove it.
Yeah, I like Mantis. Mantis is trust me, bruh. Yeah, there's none of that. Okay, we're not just gonna like, hey, trust me, bro. That's basically what that entire LinkedIn page is. Trust me, bro. Like,
yeah.
No.
I mean, I don't want to say it's like I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying show me the proof. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
What's the ratio of apple and orange? Half and half.
All the DD that like people have done, there's always, you know, sources and things that actually you can show as proof, you know? This guy just typed out some paragraphs on a LinkedIn page, which is very odd. may I add?
I just saw the dumbest comment ever. They just went against every single thing that I just said. Oh my God, these bots and shills are just idiots, dude.
Bro, I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know why they're attacking you so hard, bro. It's because it's a green day. DMI, get him. I Hella Bliss got him. Push him with
I think
powder.
I got him too. We're having fun. We're going
Oh, yeah, you did. You got one.
Yeah, TMI is going to pop in after he watches the video. Awesome. So what is Apple Orange Juice combo have a golfer nickname like Arnold Palmer? You can just call it the STV.
The STD. What the?
No, STV. We got like 25 minutes left till power half hour. We're not there yet. All right. When do you think the squeeze will happen? I'm going to say something that I heard and I thought it was funny. I'm going to say tomorrow. And if it doesn't happen and you ask me again, I'm going to say tomorrow. And I'll just keep doing it until it happens. Just kidding. I don't think it's going to happen. We have no idea when it's going to happen. It'll happen when the shorts cover. Like we honestly like nobody can tell you when it's going to happen or how high it's going to go or if there's a price that's higher in a different exchange. Oh, it's called a sunrise. Yeah, but I want to name it after me. Tim Howard, thank you so much for the super chat, man. STV, I transferred out of Webull to TDA today. I can now direct orders to IEX. IEX gives us a better advantage, I think. Watch 60 Minutes rigged. Okay, so having the orders go directly to the exchange, yes, gives us a better chance. The issue that people like to bring up is that if we all went over to one place and got all of our orders directed to the exchange, then it may set off the squeeze. It could have an effect on the price because we would see more buying pressure. The thing is, though, is that AMC and GameStop, this situation is just a microcosm of the entire market. So there's always going to be people on Webull, Robinhood, and all of these other different brokerages that use payment for order flow. And there's other brokerages that don't engage in payment for order flow, but still route through like Citadel. So if the argument is that they're giving, if the argument is that we are giving them liquidity, it's binary. So either payment for order flow has to not exist at all, or if it exists even a little bit, it's going to like help them. So it's like we know it's going to keep going until a regulatory body comes in and says, nope, sorry, goodbye. Oh, I got this one. Nice. That's like my third shield.
So they're coming in hot.
Hey, Shills, guess what? Push the price to AMC to 300 and see what happens.
Yeah, you're gonna come back and be like, okay, guys, I think 500's okay. Nope, it's not.
Yeah,
keep going.
If the price goes to 300 and I and everybody else has their indicators in mind that is going to tell them when the shorts are covering, and we don't see those, it's the same situation as if AMC was at $2. Oh, shorts haven't covered? Cool. Okay. It's like, oh, it's at 100. Shorts haven't covered though. Okay, cool. That's just me though. Like if it's at like 5,000 and we're still like messing around and then we're still seeing all of this weird BS happening and it's like, oh, no signs of shorts covering. Cool. We're still here. Good job, Vix. You ready to mod for TMI? Hey, hella bliss. I was quick on that one. Short the VIX. Can you short the short sellers? I mean, if they're public, but I just don't like shorting a lot of things. Hey, Don, thanks for the super. Read out loud, please. Those types of jokes, I will understand. It's the weird niche ones that when you guys get me to say them, it takes me at least like a minute after I read it and TMI being like, what did you just say? Being like, huh? Like, I understand that one. Are the bots trying to tell us it's going up to 300 tomorrow? No, they're literally just being idiots. They're being stupid bots.
Oh my God, did you see this one?
Wait, which one?
Get timed out, my guy.
Oh, you got him? Wait, hold on. I have to ban them. Wait, I can do it now. Boom. Bye-bye.
You can totally tell how they type too. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
It's like, they're so funny. It's like, oh, cool.
Kringle, are you seeing this?
Yeah, it's funny.
It's hilarious. I
ridiculous.
can't believe that this is allowed. Guys, I read things. Sour Patch. They're just trying to get us to sell for cheap. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we can listen to any of the talking heads on the media in any one of these news articles that say AMC is done, and I'll just be like, you're wrong. Short it then. See what happens. Because look at this. Kringle, have you seen this? AMC, the hype is fading. Don't buy the dip. AMC has been hit by a near 50% drawdown from its last high. Do you know when this article came out? Yesterday.
Oh, classic Seeking Alpha. I know what you're doing.
Complete idiots. Andres, thank you so much for the super chat, man. 300 shills and bots, please go away. Thanks. I don't think we've tried asking them nicely to go away. Maybe we'll try that tomorrow. They live in their mom's basement and eat Cheetos. I mean, technically, I'm in my mom's basement. So that's hurtful. Brandon, thank you for the Superman. May the sharks be with us. Do you ever cuss on live stream? Every once in a while. If you guys want to hear me like get after it, I usually do that in Twitter Spaces.
Summoning my royal cat guard. Attack the bots. Defend the castle.
Oh, I found another. No, don't do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Boom. Bye-bye, shill. All the bots look like boomers. I mean, that's what they are. You don't count. Okay, thank you, Pete.
Nothing wrong with boomers.
Jesse, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Are you guys saying the bots have switched from saying sell AMC at 100 to sell AMC at 300 now? Crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. Short the VIX, you should go on Fox Business. I don't know.
You know what's funny? STV?
What?
What was the price that the bots were telling everyone to sell at before?
It was 100, right?
It was 50.
Oh,
all right.
oh, what's up, Becky? Maddie says I should go on Fox Business. I don't know. It would be cool just to do it, but at the same time, it's like I don't know.
I agree.
It's more like a I don't know. I think it's good when like I just don't know in my head. Like if you want to do it, go for it. I'm not like saying don't go on. I'm just saying for me, it's like I don't know. I just don't know. I would like to. Like that's the main thing. It's like I would like to. I just don't know. I don't know. STV, I'm 45.
I think you would do a phenomenal job.
45 a boomer? Thank you, Rogue. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. I probably swear too much.
Oh, Kringle left. Thank you, Kringle.
You're a wealth of knowledge. You and TMI. One of you should definitely.
Yeah, I don't
If
know.
not both.
Yeah, I would love to go on with TMI. The only problem is that there's no time. Maybe. I don't know. I think there's a positive side and a negative side. You'll get so many honeys when you go back to college. When you put it that way.
Bruh. He's like, all right, I'm messaging Charles Payne right now.
Hit me up. I'm good to go. I feel like it would be more fun. Nah. It would be
No,
more fun to
no.
go on CNBC and argue, but like, no, that would be not a good idea.
Oh, because then they would use that against you, and
exactly.
they already did that to Trey. And whoever just said me and STV. Oh,
I'm 6'2".
I can't say that. No. No.
I'm 6'2" and 22, but I grew really late.
No.
So I'm not
God,
18.
no. From The Office. God, no.
Okay.
No.
I'm not fully 6'2". I'm like 6'1" and a half. Just being honest. What am I? What generation would I be classified as?
I don't know. Gen Z? I don't know.
Thanks, guys. Mods. Gotta go get groceries, dinner, and drive home. Have a great evening. Thank you, Supermom. Why are they choosing 350 now? Mike? I don't know. I think they just all meet on their. I don't even think they use Zoom. They use Skype because they're weirdos. No. And they just pick a price. They're like, oh, what should we say in the chat? They're like, oh, 300 sounds good. And then they just do it. Oh, there's another one. Bye-bye.
There's another one? Another one. Are you banning them? Like, are you blocking them?
6 feet. You guys have never seen me stand up. I mean, you kind of have, but not really.
So are you able to just block them from the chat? Like, literally while you're on the chat?
I can ban them for good. I can banish them. And then they'll create a new account, and then I'll ban their ass again. Someone mentioned you should block 300 from the chat. Then we got 350. That's so funny. Stand up. No, you're not going to be able to see. Like, my ceiling is low. I almost touch the ceiling from here.
Bots, you should change your number. It's not working.
Or just stop. Like, literally, here's the thing. Literally nothing. Any media person, bot, nothing they could say is going to change what I'm going to do with my own money. That's like a common theme that we have seen throughout this movement. It's like nobody else should be able to or can tell you what to do with your own money. You make your own decision. You have the information at your disposal, and then you decide at the end of the day what you want to do. And that's it.
Exactly. I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh, I get it now. What do you eat or drink to grow tall, please? Chipotle. I
don't know if this guy's like
Ferrari interior right now. They smell good.
Did I see a 400?
Oh, there's one. See, I see that one has no text on it, so I'm gonna leave that one be.
Yeah, I think that's a normal person.
I think that's a joke.
Me too.
They changed
Jordan, it's a joke, right?
Hey, guy, wait, what if I just say this? Hey, bots, I've banned all numbers in the chat.
My God. Hella Bliss is not having it. She said, nope.
You guys are wild. This is a good time. Oh, hold on. We have not checked what we needed to check yet.
Oh.
It is 9:08, and
it is.
AMC is not on the threshold securities list, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't really matter, but I know you guys like to stay up to date on that one.
Now
Not
you're
even
up to date
Charles
on
Payne
it.
can get me to sell. There you go.
Boom. Convictions. I like it a lot. Hello. He's whispering.
Can I communicate with the host? No, you can get removed from the channel because you have the same profile picture as before. I love how fast they are at making new channels. Yeah, if you guys don't mind hitting the like on the video, it just helps us out a little bit more with the YouTube algorithm. You guys have been crushing it with the likes tonight. So thank you to everybody who's done that already. Alrighty. I think we're going to get TMI in a few minutes too. That'll be fun.
I gotta go refill my water.
You are? Yeah, go for it. Sliding Edge, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Shout out to everybody that's sending in all of those super chats. I really appreciate it, guys. How much info pointing to shorts hiding retail buyer data versus seller data? By the way, it's over 9,000. I'm not sure what you mean. I think you mean like routing orders to off exchange venues. And when you look at the dark pool volume, it's a lot. And I heard today that like there's like something written. I haven't seen this for myself, but if the dark pool volume is over 50%, that's like wildly abnormal. And we've seen AMCs go up to like 60 or close to 70. I think it was one Friday. Are you guys excited for the squeeze? I'm very excited. STV does not weigh 175. I'm going to log into my other account and generate a synthetic like. David, thank you, man. Peter Hahn comments, legit, 5K per share. Matt, we went over this before. No, not even a little bit. It is. Okay, so here's the thing. The comments from him, not true, in my opinion. Because if they were, I would say, hey, show me a screenshot, show me the evidence, just prove it to me. And then we can have a conversation and we'll make a bunch of videos about it and explaining to you what's going on. But it's not true. Like we even just heard Kringle come out and say, yeah, no, like the second book system is real. There's the ADF and there's the TRF. So the ADF is now getting removed. That's why we can't see a lot of that data, and it's transitioning to the TRF. And that's like supposedly where this could be happening, but there's no data that would suggest that. Sonny, thank you so much for the super chat, man. You don't have to switch brokers to prevent payment for order flow. If your game plan is just to hold, then you're fine. You would only need to open up a new account at Fidelity or Merrill Edge if you wanted to continue to buy stocks. Yeah, Sonny. So if your goal is to avoid payment for order flow brokers, then yes. What was the dark pool today? I would have to look. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's not, I don't see it as payment for order flow being the actual problem. It's what they do with the orders. And we know that some of those orders that aren't from payment for order flow brokers get routed to like the Citadels anyway. And we know what they do with those. Or we don't know that, okay, we don't know that they are we don't have a hard understanding that they actually do it. We just know that they're over-the-counter data, and the OTC transparency data shows a really high amount of volume in trading off exchange for AMC. So it is possible that that's what they're doing. Don't sue me, bro. Oh, Tyler, this is a good one. Thank you for the super chat, man. STV, did you know my girlfriend, the vegetarian, or maybe you've never heard of Herbivore? Well, good work, fellas. Appreciate the stream as always. Thank you so much, Tyler. Josh, thank you so much for the Superman. Shield Team 6 in the house. Yeah, they're going hard today. I've banned a bunch of them. And then they come back with the same profile picture. And they're like, oh, this should work. And I mean, like, I'm an idiot, but I'm not stupid.
What? All right.
Yeah, no, I don't. The thing is about, okay, so here's the thing. Right now, no evidence out there that we are trading at that high a price in these weird exchanges. If somebody is saying that they are, I'm not saying that they're necessarily wrong. I don't think that anything is out of the question in this situation. All I want is prove it. I want a legit screenshot. I want a video of refreshing of in the dark pool, seeing the orders actually get filled at those prices. That's what I want to see in order to confirm it. But until then, it's just really speculation.
Right. And we want to be proven wrong. We want to.
Yeah, prove me wrong. If you can prove me wrong, that's not like, hey, this guy on LinkedIn said it, then go for it. Welcome to my rant.
Yeah, and it can't be it can't be you communicating with the guy and he's just telling you everything.
Yeah, it can't just be like, hey, this person said that. Like,
It can't just be his conversation with you. There has to be actual factual data.
Yeah,
that
the
backs
sources
it
have
up.
just been, trust me, bro. Highest B, can you give me pros and cons on the share borrow on AMC? It was like so high, 15 million. Okay, so that would just suggest that they returned a bunch of shares Friday because there's that there should be the T+2 delay. So it suggests that some shorts may have covered their position, but when we look at the price action from last Friday, the price, like, we fell. So when we look right here, where is it? Right here, we fell. So if shorts covered 15 million shares, the price would have the chart would not have done this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Sliding Edge, thanks for the super. Great question. Will Robinhood screw retail again? They came out and said that they do not know, or they can't guarantee that they're not going to shut off the buy button again. But I have heard from a lot of different brokerages that they will not turn off the sell button. The reason why, most likely, they will not turn off the sell button is because think about the market in terms of supply and demand. If all of these institutions get margin called and forcibly liquidated, they have to buy the shares back. But in time, that is going to cause a lot of volatility in the market. Now, if we own those shares and our brokers turn off the ability to sell, then the institutions can't buy our shares. They'd have to buy them from other institutions maybe. But even when they get through that pool, if the institutions say, no, I'm not selling, then they have literally nowhere to go. So it would spike the price because there's literally they would literally take the supply from being like this and then shrink it really far down. Let's see. Robinhood is lending out your shares anyway. Might as well I mean, they could be. Actual factual.
Actual factual, yes. Get that trending. Someone make a fan art of me with a shirt that just says actual factual.
Oh, no. First screenshot, then cut to. What's going on, guys? I guess that's my thing. Thank you guys for bringing light to a dark market. Anytime, David. That's we're just trying to inform people about what's going on to the best of our abilities. Goat milk. Why are you guys talking about milk?
Bro, I don't know.
What happened with this whole milk thing in the chat right now?
Bro, I have no clue. You know what we should talk about? Mayonnaise.
Stop. We're not doing this Mayday thing again. Let's see. All right. Yeah. Any questions that you guys may have? There are no dumb questions. And if you think it may come off as FUD, I mean, we're pretty good at this point at understanding the difference between what questions are phrased to cause FUD and what questions are actually genuine questions that people have. So just ask away. Ice cream, olive oil. What? Now y'all are against milk? We're not against milk. We're just confused on why you guys are just STV. Just know Chipotle sucks. Will Smith, your acting career lately has sucked. So Chipotle's awesome.
oh my god.
Are we talking about beer? I'm so confused by you guys right now. STV, what was your most profitable trade?
Calls out Will Smith.
In terms of nominal value, in terms of actual dollar value, AMC, but in terms of in terms of percentage gain, I think it was a 2,500% on a Lululemon. But I think AMC nominally has been the most, I think.
Are we just gonna ignore the fact?
I know I'm like 90% sure that I didn't say anything about milk, so I don't even know where this came from.
No, you literally just called out Will Smith, even though that is such a fake account.
I know, that's the point.
This motherfucker. did nothing to you.
Yeah, well, you know what? Don't come at Chipotle like that.
Just
Are you guys talking about the SEC and milk? I'm just so confused right now.
oh, that might be it. Maybe. I have no clue, honestly.
That would be a sweet shirt. Actual factual. Anthony, I have
Yes.
a shirt now that just came in today that says not financial advice on it. So like wear that everywhere. So I'm covered. Regarding share count, if an individual has multiple accounts, how would that be counted in regard to AA saying individual investors? Most likely it's going to be tied to social security number, probably.
For what?
Because the question is regarding the share count. If an individual has multiple accounts, how would that be counted in regard to AA saying individual investors? It's probably tied to the information that you put into your accounts. White Castle is better than Chipotle. I've never been to White Castle, but I know it's not better than Chipotle.
Y'all are just roasting this man.
You can't tell me that Chipotle is not just like the best tasting, healthiest fast food that exists. Like you just can't. Like Chick-fil-A is awesome, but like with the amount of food that I eat at Chick-fil-A, it's going to cost me like $20, $25 when I could just get the same amount for like 14 at Chipotle. And I'm going to enjoy myself a lot more. Maybe not a couple of hours later, but in the time that I'm eating it, it's awesome. You read Chipotle? No, Chipotle makes me sick. Who the heck is Chipotle? You guys are just.
What's a Chipotle?
You guys just.
Who's Chipotle?
You get. Okay, Chipotle has a problem with their lettuce one time. Also, I ate Chipotle. Here's the thing. Here's how addicted I am to Chipotle. When Chipotle had those like food like problems where people were getting sick, I still went. And I've only gotten like sick from Chipotle one time. It wasn't even that bad, and it was not during a time when they had one of those like food problems. I was like, screw it, I'm still going. Who is Chip Oatley? Oh, we're having a good time tonight. We got 8 minutes till power half hour. This is gonna be good. And I'm reading the chat right now, so if you guys want to drop questions, go for it. We're here. Oh, STV, where is that AMC video you told TMI about? Started from the bottom. It's like a rap remix. It's by something.
Started from the bottom now, yeah. Started from the bottom now, whole team. Started from the bottom, now you're here.
Did you start Chipotle? Came close a couple times.
That probably needed actual, a backstory behind actual factual.
Yeah, I don't really know what it is. Maybe I said it.
Not hashtag actual factual.
Let's see.
Oh no, yeah, it was. I said it earlier when we were talking about how we don't take Trust Me Bro as a reliable source.
Yeah.
Actual factual. Bro, that could be the name of our hit series. Actual factual.
Chipotle is my life.
With me, you, and
what
TMI,
about some platforms that don't go through Citadel? Like the vast majority of them do.
Yeah.
Can you explain why the market cap for AMC on Robinhood and Webull are different? If we use Robinhood's market cap, the price should be in the 50s. Robinhood's data is most likely messed up.
That's weird.
Yeah, at my college, we've got these sushi bowl places, and I just go nuts with those.
Oh.
There's two of them. One of them's better than the other. One of them always makes my tummy feel bad, and then the other one is good, but it's not enough food.
Yeah, food.
Speaking of food, I gotta relax. I don't know.
Your shoe preference?
I don't know. I just wear shoes.
Bro, what?
If nobody's selling, how can it go down? And if nobody's, hold up, I gotta read this. If nobody's selling, how can it go down? And if nobody's selling, how can we buy anytime we want? Where are the shares coming from? Okay, so people are selling. Like, you got to realize this, that there's so many shares and so many holders of AMC out there that, yeah, some people are going to be selling their shares. There's institutions maybe selling some of their shares. We can see that in the 13Fs, but there's also people buying. And what you have to think about is when these shares are loaned out, they're like the same share most of the time. So like I've gone through this before. It's like I own shares. My broker loans them out to a hedge fund. The hedge fund shorts them and sells them to Rogue. So now Rogue and I own the same block of shares. So that is one of the ways.
Exactly.
Oh, I just heard a really nice noise over here. You guys are in for a treat. What's up, buddy?
Is up? What's going on?
Not much, man.
What's up, broski?
Just catching up on some AMC videos tonight. Oh man, lots of stuff out there tonight.
Lots of stuff out there.
We will hold the line.
Fly Vince, thanks for the super. It ripped on Wednesday last month. STV. There were 4 Wednesdays, I think. I'm not really sure. TMI, what's going on, buddy?
Brooklyn's in the house. I saw someone say BK's in the house. What's going on, people? We got the NBA Finals on tonight. We got all these different videos out tonight. Hope you guys watched Short the Vic's video. If you didn't watch it, just feel free to go by, stop by, press the little like button, then you can leave. It's all good.
That would help out.
Yeah, that'd help out.
And go watch TMI's video too. I'm pretty sure you posted one tonight too. Your little nightly recap.
I did.
Watch them both.
I didn't put any charts or any breakdowns in. It was more just a conversation tonight.
Nice.
Which is I don't do very rarely anymore. I used to do that more often, but tonight was just about just keeping people relaxed. I'm like, let's not act like the last 2 weeks weren't an episode of Red Dead Redemption. Like, let's make sure you remember that we should be, a couple more days of this, and I think we're back to where we should be.
Yeah.
We're not quite there yet. A great day, but we're not quite there yet.
Your 300 bots came after me.
Oh, did they?
Oh boy.
That's a good sign. It means they're still spending money to get us to sell at 300. Tomorrow they're probably gonna say 400. Just wait for it.
It's hilarious what they do. They also so I went on like
at the bot party.
What's up?
Pam, the trader, said, "Hey, missed you at the bot party."
Oh yeah, dude.
I went on like this rant about how like people were trusting like the LinkedIn stuff, and the only reason why people are like trusting them is because they have a LinkedIn and it says they have a CFA.
I was
like,
well, I was tuned in for that part. I was watching.
Oh
you were
yeah,
watching?
and then they
Hey, trust me,
bots
bro.
were like, "Oh, I went to college," and I was like,
That was great. Yeah, that was perfect. It's just like I did a test, so I know better. It's like,
Exactly.
no, you have the right to get a job at a certain place, but it doesn't mean that you actually have more information than any other person in regards to just having access to an account. Anyone can have access to an account. My nephew that cannot spell his name properly can have access to an account.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't mean they know what they're doing.
Exactly. I brought up the example of like if I had my 7, like Series 7, and I made a LinkedIn and I said I was a registered financial advisor, and I said that same exact thing, would you guys look at me and be like, "Oh yeah, let's trust this dude"? Like, there's no way that you would look at like my LinkedIn profile and be like, "Yup."
Exactly.
You need actual factual resources. Factual.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of that going on tonight. I also was watching a video from Randall just now, actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, shout out to Randall Cornett, and he said that, well, it's a bit of a controversial topic, actually.
Let's do it.
Are you sure? What time is it?
How controversial?
Yeah.
It's not that controversial. It's like payment for order full controversial.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Okay, so he kind of pointed out a problem with Webull and also a solution at the same time. So he was just saying that they're growing at an exponential growth rate, which is fine. Like they less money goes through Webull to Citadel than many other brokers, but they're just growing at a faster rate.
Mm-hmm.
But Apparently, you can also just pick where you route your orders and choose to not route them through Citadel.
Can you do that on Webull? I think you have to do that on a different broker, right?
I'm not sure. I think you can do it through Webull if the consumer doesn't specify where they want to route their orders, then Webull can choose. But if you specify where you want to route your orders, then I think Webull doesn't have a choice. So
Interesting.
that's my
So
takeaway.
did he go over that? Did he go
didn't
over that?
No,
in
he
his
didn't. He
video?
didn't go over. He doesn't use Webull, so he didn't really know. But he kind of pointed out the writing from Webull, and he was just highlighting different points of text. And I was like, oh, so if people just choose where they route their orders, then problem solved.
No, that actually solves everything. Then
and it's
everyone
done.
can
Right.
Yeah.
just.
So I'm like, oh,
Makes
okay.
sense.
So I'm trying to figure out right now exactly how to get that done. So I'm going to contact my rep to see if they can just send me a link or a tutorial on how to get that done properly, so I can kind of get that out to everybody.
I'll mess around with it after we get off stream too.
Hey man, look, check it out, and then
Yeah.
then
If
that's
we
it.
can do that, that's a game changer.
Game changer.
That really
I literally
is.
just left that video and then came here. I was just like, oh, this is the time. This is good.
This is perfect.
So shout out to the guy Randall, and he honestly he just does research for like the community. Like he doesn't do anything to spite anybody. Like
Right.
nothing is taken personal. He just does good work. He just digs in deep into details, and he just kind of figures out, here's what I found. Here's what I think. If you have anything different, let me know.
Right.
Yep.
So
Love you long time.
love you long time, buddy.
Chris Raymer says, what is your take on Virtue getting 5 million borrowed today? Think they will try to do something pre-market, or you think waiting for another time? I thought they were going to do it when we hit 40. I thought they were going to do it in the
But
aftermarket.
why?
expected.
Why not just ride it all the way up and then short it from the top, and then also burn Citadel in the meantime? Like it's a 2-for-1 special for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ride
And,
it all the way up,
Just
short it
be
from the top,
prepared.
hit Citadel.
Still be prepared though.
But mind you, it's by not doing it yesterday, by not doing it today, they open themselves up to FOMO buyers coming to the market.
Right.
Because like
This is
if you short the stock tomorrow, you're gonna have to buy them back. So you better hope whenever you short the stock, you short it so much that it kills it. But we've seen 2 million in 1 minute before, and we bounce
Yeah,
back.
right.
Like sorting 5 million is nothing. So I'm just like, you guys must be looking. I didn't want to put this in my video because I was just tired today. I was like, you know what? I'll talk about this tomorrow on the live stream. I'll give people the information. But I was just like, you guys must be thinking about riding it all the way up. And if they ever want the shares back, like the worst case for them is like they have to pay interest. And if
Yeah,
if
what
they're
is that,
wrong
1%?
and they have to pay interest, it's fine.
Yeah. It's like between 0.35 and 6% right now.
Yeah,
And,
who
Tim
cares?
It's
says you
nothing
can't-
for them.
Tim says you can't direct your orders with Webull. Thanks for the super, Tim.
You cannot direct your orders whatsoever with Webull.
Yeah. Oh,
So
and then
according-
Alexa says you guys need to interview Webull's CEO. Been saying it for a while. Thank you so much for the super. I think the best person to try and make that happen would be Matt.
Yeah, that's gonna go not so well for Matt. I don't know. It's been interviews and yeah, it's been.
I mean,
tough.
just for the audience and what
I don't know.
just
That's
get
tough.
I don't know.
It's tough.
We're just thinking we did it. It may
This
not
was
get
tough.
like the info because
I mean,
they're going to be bound by like compliance. So if we talk to them at all,
Yeah.
we're still talking to a CEO, and they're not going to tell us anything.
And to be completely blatantly honest, guys, like we're probably not going to be able to get somebody from Webull, from Fidelity, from all these different brokerages to come on to get interviewed for.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
have you? When was the last time that you've seen any of those individuals that are part of those companies being interviewed, like at Fox Business, CNN, CNBC? I don't see anyone.
Right.
Yo, Ray Jones. Did I time you out today by accident, Ray Jones? I think it has someone that had that same thumbnail, but I don't know if it was Ray Jones.
this guy. Hey, Ray Jones.
Dude, you were streaming for so
I'm
long
pretty
today.
sure I timed you out on accident.
Yeah, I don't know.
Long day. Oh yeah. So did you see all the bots? They were coming in here talking about the same stuff.
He
that they were
said
talking to you.
maybe. I think so. My bad if I did, buddy. My bad if I did. I think I timed you out and I realized that it was the wrong person, and I was just like, I can't find you again, but you'll get back in a few minutes. My apologies on that. So, what's your question? No, Rogue, what was your question?
Oh, yeah. Mhm. I don't remember, man.
Shoot.
I'm sure it wasn't that important. I don't. It doesn't matter.
He
Someone,
goes-
whoever's in the chat, tell me what the hell I was talking
You can
about.
undo it, TMI, somehow. He's like, bro, I've been here for hours and all streams. And he's like, it's okay, lol. I was like, oh, Ray.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Like, I wouldn't call you out to say that, that's what you get. Like, no. I was just calling you out to say I think I made a mistake. And if I did, I apologize.
Yeah, the bot was going nuts. They moved it to 350 too at one point, I think.
So, second, Randall is making a video that goes over brokerages. He said Fidelity, TD, Schwab, and a few others that allow you to route your orders. Yeah, okay, so let me just pull up what he said here, because I'm sure he said something from Webull itself. Maybe you just have to contact Webull and let them know that, hey, I just want my order to do XYZ.
I think so. Thanks for the super, Tim. Eric says, SCB, I watched your last video and I was a little confused. Are you saying they did have some shorts to cover last Thursday and Friday or not? Thanks in advance, my friend. So Thursday, it looks like they might have been unhedging the puts that they were selling. Friday, we don't really know because there's 15 million shares that came back, but I have it right here. The price went down. So if they returned shares, it could suggest that they were covering some of their shorts. But if they covered 15 million shares, we wouldn't have seen this.
Right. We would have seen something like, go ahead, draw it. Draw it for me.
Okay. So
We would have seen something like this. Something
yes,
like
take
that.
this in. Take this in. I'm gonna pull up a screen here. This is from Randall's video right now.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what I was referring to was we had like bots in here
Shit,
that were
sorry,
talking about
sorry,
like
sorry.
the number that people were like, oh yeah, we could, I think you guys can deal with like this price
They're like,
point.
don't be greedy. It's like
I can
telling
share
us not
audio
to
on
be
this.
greedy.
Just FYI, guys, I can share audio on this.
Oh, can you?
I think so.
Do you want to play the video or do you want to just show the
No,
or do you want to just have everybody go watch Randall's video?
No, both. But I just realized that I can show audio on this. So if you go to Chrome tab when you're sharing your screen, you have an option to share video. Just like a heads up for you, because I didn't even know that.
Oh, I should do that.
That's what I'm heading at. Like I didn't know that until just now, but heads up.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so there's
You
the
good?
clip. Yeah. So you can't quite see it here, but this is a time. This is at minute 9:38, right? And it says he has the script pulled up here. It says. The report provides information on routing of non-direct orders. Any order that the customer, I'm guessing this is a retail investor, has not specifically instructed to be routed to a particular venue for execution. For these non-direct orders, Webull has a select execution venue on behalf of its customers. So if you speak to Webull, if you contact customer support and say, hey, listen, I would like my orders to be directed through XYZ, I'm pretty sure they have to do that. So they may not make it the easiest thing for you, but instead of transferring all your shares and all your money, a simple call or email could solve that problem.
That's true.
Point blank.
That's how I read it.
This is from Webull right now. So my thing is like, the fact that we didn't have this information is great. Okay, cool. So
no, that looks like it's from Sid. Oh, it is from Webull. You're right.
It is from Webull, exactly. So what I'm saying is like, if the issue is Citadel, cool, it's done. If the issue is payment for order flow, then everyone in the whole market has to switch to one single broker, in which I hope you're buying more than 500 shares at a time in order to compensate for that money of the $5 it's going to cost you per trade instead of the 145, right? So
yeah,
I think this is. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to say let's look into this, because if we can actually figure out the steps to take and make sure our orders are getting executed on the exchanges, no more issues.
Yeah, well, my thing is like, if I'm just listening to what people are actually concerned about, right? People aren't concerned about taking money away from YouTubers or not using a certain broker. They're like, we just don't want to help the enemy. So if this is a way, and I don't even know if Randall realized what he found. Like he's just going through the information, but he didn't highlight it like this. But this is the way I'm taking it. It's like, okay, if the issue is Citadel, and this is someone that we know is currently shorting the stock, can we limit our orders? Although it's not going to make much of a difference, but the point is it'll make people feel better. So how can we do that? I think this is how we can do it. So I'm going to contact my, but the only thing is now this is the other side of it, right?
No, like
The other side of it is if that Webull actually has. Well, you know what? You guys watch the video. You guys watch the video.
I mean, I don't like what you just put up here. It's basically exactly what you just said. The customer is allowed to instruct Webull how they want their orders to be routed. That would change everything.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing
It's
is,
just
I
like-
think every single broker should let you. Like, which broker does not let you route your orders?
Robinhood.
Maybe that's it.
I don't know.
I mean, Webull looks like you can now.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So now I'm like, okay.
It's
so if
just
that's, if that's the
you
case,
don't know that normally.
Well, that's why I want to tell you guys so people can find out on the Late Night Fix with Short the Vix first. It's breaking news.
Let's
People.
research that.
Breaking news!
It's breaking news.
Thank you, Randall Cornett.
Yeah. So mind you, this was only if you currently have Webull and you are concerned about giving money to Citadel. Call your broker, ask if you can route your order somewhere else. I think there's a solution there. If you're gonna switch brokers anyways, I mean, by all means, do your thing, right? But breaking
100%.
news. Dun-dun-dun.
Oh boy.
Oh, is it Power Half Hour?
Oh, it is. But we're gonna do something real quick. We're gonna mess with Wes. Wes needs 20 more subs in order to release the new. Or I don't know if he's actually gonna do it.
No,
2K.
he is.
That's what he said originally. But if everybody could go sub to this channel, if you guys remember, Wes is on our channel all the time. He does the great impressions videos, and he's really killing it on Twitter right now. Let's get this new impression video up and raise the morale of the AMC community. Rhode Island says, I'm late, but had to show some love to our favorite crew after today. Y'all are the real Avengers in my book. Sold 2 Subarus today, so I didn't have to sell my silver to get more AMC, almost at 1,000. Oh, is Rhode Island the silver?
Oh, Rhode
Silver
Island.
hitter?
I'm literally looking at my
nice.
DMs right now looking for his message. Rhode Island sent something. When did he send it? Today or yesterday?
And then Velvet says, thoughts on what GameStop CEO Anita Dump said. Oh,
Justin.
you got me again.
I'm literally
Bro.
opening up Rhode. Okay,
Yo.
this is look at this. Look at this. This is Rhode Island's.
You pull it up?
silver. Yep, I got you.
Dude, they got me again, TMI.
Hey, did you guys see Ryan Cohen's tweet? The one with the walrus, the chopsticks.
That is a collection and a half right there.
Oh my wow!
Look at the silver.
That is crazy. Oh, and then Tim says, please do a follow-up video on this. I'm confident that Webull does not allow you to choose the route. They use Apex Clearinghouse, same as Robinhood. Yeah, Tim, we're gonna look into it and see.
Hold on.
Oh,
So, this will definitely have more digging into it. This is just primary. This is just like preliminary findings.
Oh yeah,
But has anybody actually asked Webull and they said no? I would be very curious to
I
ask
haven't.
people in the chat. Has anyone asked Webull and then Webull came back to them and said, no, we cannot route your orders anywhere else? I know it's delayed, so I'll wait to see if anyone has a response. But
because right now it's stated in that little paragraph that it is directed to Citadel, correct?
no,
They
can
say if you
choose.
don't select your
choose.
route.
Yeah, if you don't select your
okay.
route, they can choose where to put it, and Citadel
Right,
will.
and they most likely will.
Citadel will probably give them a discount if
Mhm.
they don't. Webull is a recorded line. Maybe they have to.
I would assume so. I mean, it's in the document, so they have to abide by that document. So,
To
I
be
mean,
honest,
you
no, I
could even
haven't asked
pull up
Webull.
the
Okay.
document.
Yeah, and mind you, guys, just so you guys are clear, the reason why I asked the question, have you asked Webull, is not to like spite you guys. It's just to figure out if you guys already know the answer. There's no point of us looking into this. You guys can just let us know. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
You
Well,
guys
like we
already-
can spend our time looking at something different.
exactly. Like if you guys already found out yourselves, I just share it, right? If you guys don't know, okay, we'll dig into it.
Pushing with Powder says, Weeble said, please hold. So I said, okay, and hung up.
That's funny. Oh, Meshi says, hey, TMI, hope y'all had a good day. You too, Meshi. We had a pretty
shit.
good
What's
day.
going on? Yeah, today was good. Let's see what.
Oh, it was a great day. Great day to be an ape.
definitely.
Great day to be a name.
There we go. All right, so Rhode Island, that's you. I got you now.
That's wild. That's a lot of silver.
That is a lot of silver. All these videos, all these live streams that I've had, I didn't know that I could share the volume of the tab.
I didn't know that I could do that either.
That's
I'm also-
insane.
I'm also not
Rhode
very
Island.
good at technology.
Yeah.
Oh boy, who can we switch to that has integrity? You can switch to absolutely nobody.
Absolutely nobody.
In my Conor
The
McGregor
double
voice.
champ does whatever he wants.
Exactly.
Oh, jeez.
Today was a great day, and tomorrow we're going to have an awesome day. That's Pam's prediction.
Ooh.
Let's see.
I like it. Like it a
I
lot.
hope so. I would absolutely love that.
Me too.
I love
Me
this
too.
little short squeeze on the VWAP. Vertical.
Whew.
Yeah, Fidelity does use its own clearing. I think Robinhood also
does
uses
Robinhood,
its
though.
own clearing too.
Yeah, so is Robinhood. Yep.
So that's not really the deciding factor. It's really where they route the orders to. It's like what
Robinhood
happens
just- yeah.
to the order.
Robinhood just blamed their own clearinghouse for why they had to shut down. I'm like, you guys know you guys own them, right?
Yeah.
Like what?
I think
Now
everybody still thought it was Apex. And they're like, yeah, nobody knows.
Yeah, I was just like, stop calling them a different name. Just say our clearinghouse. Since it's
Like,
under
was there
your
a
umbrella.
liquidity issue? No. Well, then why did you need billions of dollars over the weekend? I don't know. For
Sounds
fun.
like that. So if they admitted, that's literally the only thing they could not admit in order to get this IPO.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
thing
they-
is, though, I just keep thinking that like Robinhood's going to be a public company most likely when this happens. Like, what's the date now? They announced the date, right?
Dude, Robinhood's already a public company.
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah, no. I literally got like a message
On
from
Robinhood?
Robinhood saying, "This is now we just IPO'd."
Oh shit, you're right.
It's a
Actually,
pre-IPO right here. So it says Robinhood Markets Inc. Trading under ticker HOOD pre-IPO Nasdaq. So it's not out yet.
Oh,
Let's
okay, pre-IPO. Okay.
yeah. So I wonder if there's
expected listing date July 29th.
interesting.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's such an interesting date. That's a shareholder meeting too for AMC.
Oh, a Clips. I got you, buddy. I have like 2 videos for you right now. I'll probably send it to you tomorrow after hours.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how the best way to do that because my videos are like they're typically just like one and done, and then they're not relevant anymore.
You know,
Did you
I'm
make
thinking,
a mini rogue yet?
hey STV, you know what
Yeah.
a great intro video would be like?
What?
You know what a great introduction video would be like?
What?
A Clips.
That's true. That would be pretty sick.
That would be a
I
pretty
could
sick
use
intro.
a good intro. Apocalypse. If you have any ideas, and if it's not going to take you too much time,
No, wait. There's that. I thought you already had an intro. I thought he made you one.
Yeah, you did.
I think he did for the lunch break.
STV.
But what's it called for the
I think it was for the live streams, and I can't like put it on. I don't think.
Yeah. We're on the same page.
Yup. Milking? Whoa.
Oh, we got
Whoa. Houston, we got a problem.
Was it
Houston, we
Gio?
got a
Is it
problem.
Gio?
They were
again?
talking about like milk and dairy products for the longest time.
I literally,
and
it's
for no
weird
reason.
because like I'm lactose intolerant and I don't drink milk, so I'm not out here milking some goat. It's like-
Wait, Tim, thanks for the super. Weeble says Apex Clearinghouse. I started a transfer today to TDA. You have to choose Apex Clearinghouse as the brokerage when you choose the transfer.
Okay.
Interesting. Oh, STV just got a Chipotle salad bowl. There we go. People were hating on Chipotle.
Tim said he's calling customer support to ask. Okay. Tim, you're doing a lot of work right now.
You're calling them right now?
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah,
actually open right now?
If you get an answer, just send us a DM.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll look into it tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Don't even freaking read that.
SCV is short on milk and long on lists. Ooh. Bro,
yeah.
That's what you said last.
No. Why are you
Wait,
reading it?
What did it
Why
say?
are you reading it?
I need to go figure out what that chat said just now. Give me a second. Let me get to the
Bro,
live feed.
no,
say?
you
What-
don't
what
need
Rose
to read
say?
that.
Where is
That
it?
is so odd. What a kind of off
Bro, we
the wall.
gotta find out what
Yes,
that meant.
is that?
Oh, we're full power half hour mode right here. now,
Oh
everybody.
yeah.
Rogue does not milk nobody.
Well, that's
find out.
probably not necessarily true.
What?
Oh, listen, you guys should get into some wild. This might be beyond my wildest dreams right now. I don't know if I can handle this. I don't know where this is going. Whoa.
I was talking about like some LinkedIn stuff, and all of a sudden I look
Yeah,
back and
that sounds like LinkedIn
milk,
stuff.
sour cream, ranch, and I was like, "What?"
Is Cookie here somewhere?
I think she was in here at one point.
Probably
That's-
lurking in the
That
chat.
explains it. That explains it. Let me see. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We're gonna scroll back up to find that question.
What question?
I don't see it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, Rogue.
No.
Rogue deleted it.
I didn't. Yeah, I removed
Wait,
it.
did you ban him? Oh no, you just timed him out.
No.
You can't ban people.
I just removed the comment. I did not do that. I did not time someone out for saying something off the wall. We're in power
here we
half
go.
hour, right? What is that? What is this? I'm not even reading that. I'm pretty sure that's offensive.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
EMI, I got you. It's Rogue deleted it, so you can't see it, but I just sent it.
Oh my D! What happened just now?
Bro, I don't know. What happened on your
happened?
screen?
No, what
What
happened to that question that was just asked just now?
Bro, no, we ain't talking about this right now, all right? Listen,
TMI,
I
where'd you
have
go,
only
buddy?
been with one person in my life, and it's my wife.
Oh my god.
Are you still sticking with that lie?
That lie? Bro, that's a fact.
Is she beside you? You can tell us the
Bro,
truth. You can tell us the truth.
I literally
kidding.
didn't even date anyone until after high school. I
I
was so
believe you. I
focused on
believe
on my everything else.
All right, buddy.
I will
believe you.
defend myself.
You're defending yourself a lot right now.
Easy eaten.
Like, what is this, bro? What is this off the wall?
Rogue is so guilty of illegal
I think
naked
Power Half
milking.
Hour broke
Bro,
it.
hey, listen to my brother. He's literally right there. Sing for me. That's literally my twin brother.
Where?
Right there.
Where?
Sing for me. He said that's a fact. Actually, I'm his brother.
Hold on. Where?
Right
where,
there.
where?
The sing for me with the mic.
I don't see him.
They yell at the mic.
Oh, there he is.
Yep, that is my my twin. Now you guys know I have a twin.
There's two Rogue the
There's
Legacies.
two rogues. What?
Explains the push-ups? I don't get it. Oh, what up, AMC Trapper? Oh, Sean says decided to close all other stocks with Fidelity and buy more shares. So buying 1,000 of AMC tomorrow. IDK how many shares I'll have, but I have 2,777 now. Nice job, Sean. Good luck.
Nice.
On. Doing good work, buddy.
Nice. I like the 777. You know, it's always lucky.
Doing good work.
John says his wife is in the room.
No, my wife's not even here. I'm all by myself.
Synthetic rogues confirmed. That's funny. Does your brother have a Twitter? And if he doesn't, can he make one that's Synthetic Rogue the Legacy?
Oh my Jesus, bro.
Are you
Yo,
guys
some of
identical
these-
or not?
Some of these, no, we're actually fraternal, but we look identical.
What?
Bro, that's. I mean, what do you want me, bro? We're fraternal, but we look identical, bro.
Wouldn't that mean that you're identical though?
No. I just told you.
I'm so confused.
We are fraternal. Okay. He said it makes sense if you don't think about it. There you
How
go.
do we know this is the real Rogue?
What do you mean?
All right.
Oh boy.
No one likes a thieving hedge fund. That's fair.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Who just
The
says
real Rogue,
insert?
please stand up.
Who's sleepy just saying insert? It just
don't
makes
know.
you ask questions.
Bro, I don't even know. Thank you,
Rogue
Frodo.
without the banhammer.
Fraternal twins develop differently in the womb than identical twins. Thank you, Frodo. Very, very helpful.
I thought fraternal meant didn't look alike, and identical means
Bro,
look
you,
alike.
I swear, you're like the smartest guy I know, you and TMI, and that's what you thought.
TMI.
Wait, hold
TMI.
on. Break this down for me really quickly. What kind of twins are you guys again? I'm just zoning back in here really quickly.
Fraternal.
You're fraternal twins, and you look exactly alike,
Yes.
and you guys were born in two different eggs
Yes.
in the same womb.
Yes.
And you're saying identical twins that were born in the same egg
Mhm.
that split look different.
What? No.
No,
They look.
he's saying that
they
they're
look the
not identical twins, but they're identical.
I swear, y'all are taking way too long.
You know what?
on
No,
it.
it's funny because I got this thing in my on my browser called Google. I'm gonna figure this stuff out right now. Twins.
Rogue, I
101.
feel like this would be something that Rogue should know.
No. Let's go ahead.
I'm gonna figure this out right
Learn yourself something.
Identical twins were formed from the exact same sperm and egg from their father and mother. In contrast, fraternal twins are formed from two different eggs. Okay, so it has nothing to do with looks at this time.
Yeah, he's
Exactly.
right. Can fraternal twins look identical? Yes, it's possible for fraternal twins to look extremely similar.
Wait, hold up. So you didn't listen to anything I said. You
No.
were like,
I just
I'm
wanted
saying
to-
trust me,
Trusted but
bro.
verified.
I wanted listen. We're in a state right now where we're getting a lot of information. It's information overload right now. We have
We're
to
getting a
double
lot of
verify.
misinformation here.
no.
It can be taken.
Oh.
Yo, hey, STVs.
I saw it.
Hey, it's almost her.
Can I
Almost
make
her
her?
time.
Can I make her a mod?
I
feel like she makes all the rules anyways.
Hilarious.
Oh, damn! She called you out. You're taking me somewhere nicer than Chipotle this time. STV. That.
You know what? No, you're gonna talk to me that way. We're going to Chipotle.
Hey, Rogue, jump in the live chat with me.
Oh no.
Jump in the live chat. What you doing?
Dude, it's so funny. It's like I saw that pop in for the first time today in TMI's live, and we just lost it.
Oh man. Oh, this is good. So can we go back to that whole conversation about what we were talking about before?
The
Now that
twins?
she's here?
The twins?
No, the whole milk thing.
Why would we talk about the milk thing?
Because she wasn't here before. No.
We got 1 minute. We literally have 1 minute. There's plenty of it. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, everything about that account is just flagrant. Oh, all right, guys. We have officially hit the end of Power Half Hour.
I was just
You
trying to
went
get
out with a
Rogue and
bang.
Twin up in there.
Wait, I got one. I got one in there. Did you see it?
Oh, jeez.
I didn't want to go in too rough, you know.
That's what she said. All right, so
Well, this was fun, guys. Thanks to everybody that came in the live tonight. We do these every single night.
jeez, come on, you couldn't pick better words than that.
What do you say?
I don't think he remembers.
I said thanks for coming into the live tonight. We do these every night.
Oh, I thought you said thanks for everyone who came at the lives tonight. So I was just like, okay, Jesus Christ.
Thank you for everyone that came on.
We got Rogue the Legacy, all one word, on YouTube, and Rogue the Legacy on Twitter. I'm pretty sure you guys know who TMI is by now. The Masked Investor on YouTube, Masked_Investor on Instagram and YouTube. And then if you guys aren't subbed to me yet, please hit that subscribe button. Oh God, AJ Bambino says blank brothers. And then my Instagram is shortthavix1 and
Hey, STV.
really milking the outro.
hey, STV's Suffies, he's all yours.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
he's all
right.
yours.
See
We're
you
good,
guys.
we're good.
He's all
Listen,
yours. You
don't
can
make too
do
much.
whatever.
Listen, don't make too much noise. We're upstairs, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, TMI, you gotta
Just
you gonna
relax.
you gonna finally leave your closet today?
No, not today. Not till you guys are done.
All right. Have a good night, guys.